Welcome to RSO 201. This training is designed for Tier 2 and Tier 3 registered student organizations. In this training session, we will discuss the resources available to your student organization and the process for planning a small and mid-size event. When planning an event on campus, the first step is to reserve a space. Once you've confirmed your space reservation, you will need to evaluate whether you will need to request event production services and create a plan for advertising your event. Tier 2 organizations have access to up to $3,000 per academic year. Your organization does not have immediate access to student body funds. Your org president or treasurer must apply for funding. The application is available at si.gmu.edu. Tier 2 and Tier 3 organizations have access to the following rooms: the JC Cinema, the JC Dance Studio, the Hub and JC Meeting Rooms, classrooms, and outdoor space. Tier 2 organizations, please keep in mind that although you have access to outdoor space, you do not have access to amplified sound outside. Tier 3 organizations have access to all of these locations and more. If your event requires technology such as microphones, speakers, or lighting, you will need to put in a request with Events Production. Events Production is located on the ground floor of the JC, to the left of Dewberry Hall in Suite G45. Here are some examples of events that EP frequently covers. Some examples of equipment that EP can provide you are mixing consoles, amplifiers, speakers, microphones, CDs, tapes, DVDs, VCRs, digital effects, karaoke machines, and spot and DJ lights. EP will not accept requests for equipment until after your event has been fully confirmed by events management. It is important to submit your EP request as soon as your event location is confirmed. We recommend that you send in a request at least 3 weeks prior to your event to accommodate any changes that your organization may need to make. If you need events production services for your event, you must submit your request at least 10 days prior to your event. EP's event technicians offer a variety of services from DJing to light operation. If your event requires a technician, it must be noted in the EP request. Please keep in mind that there is a separate and additional fee for technician service. For classroom reservations, please keep in mind that you will not be able to request a space until after the drop add dates. All classrooms do not come equipped with projectors. Make sure to reserve projectors at the time you conduct your room reservation on 25 Live. If you are planning to show a movie in the JC Cinema, we recommend that you request an event technician in order to ensure proper setup in the video booth. If you have not requested a technician and you have technical difficulties, EP does not provide an on-call service and will not be able to assist you. We will now walk you through the process of requesting events production services. You can reach Events Production at ep.gmu.edu. Click the red button listed as Booking Form in the top right-hand corner of the home page. It will take you to the Event Services booking form, and now you can start filling out your request. Today we'll be filling out a request for the Distinguished Quill Awards, which is an event held by the RSO lead team every year. In the first line, make sure to write your organization's name out clearly with no abbreviations. Under Affiliation Type, select Student Organization. Go ahead and type in your 6-digit organization code. If you do not know your organization's code, your president or treasurer can request it at the front desk of Student Involvement. Student organization codes generally start out with 610, followed by 3 specialized digits. For the next 4 boxes, please put the name and information of your organization's main point of contact for the event. Let's move on to the event info portion of the booking form. Click the drop-down box and pick which campus your event will be taking place on. The Distinguished Quill Awards will be held at Fairfax. The event venue is the room that your event is in. For instance, our event venue is Dewberry Hall. The event name should be the same as the listing on 25 Live when you booked the room. In this case, it'll be the Distinguished Quill Awards. Make sure to list the same event date as the one on your event's management confirmation. This year, we'll be having the Distinguished Quill Awards. In April, we're going to pick the 24th, which is a Friday, in 2015. This next line, the 25 Live reference number, is an optional one, but if you are filling it out, the reference number of your event can be found on your checklist or on the 25 Live listing. For today, we're going to leave it blank. For our event, we're going to have the equipment set up by 6 p.m., which gives us 2 hours before the event starts. Allowing for the equipment to be placed assures you extra time to make any changes you require before guests arrive. The contact for the day of the event can be different than the contact that filled out the booking form, but for our specific event, it'll be the same. The Distinguished Quill Awards is an award banquet, so we would describe the event type as a combination of a presentation and a reception. We generally project nominees and award winners on a screen, so we would require presentation equipment and possibly a hired DJ if we chose to have music during the reception portion of our event. So we'll pick those selections here. For the Distinguished Quill Awards, we generally have about 50 to 100 attendees. Our event has several speakers and a PowerPoint presentation, so in the event description, we will say that we are hosting an awards banquet that will require a sound system, microphones, and a projector. If your event requires any microphones, you can pick the amount of microphones that you need here. Please keep in mind that wired microphones are free of charge, so we will pick 2, and if your organization will require wireless handheld microphones, that will be an additional charge. For our event, we will require 1 projector, and you can pick between 2 different sizes. We will use the largest size. EP can provide various forms of lighting for your event. For the Distinguished Quill Awards, we will require no special lighting, but we would like colored uplights for the main stage. For our uplights, we're going to stick with a little school spirit and choose green and gold for our main stage. Because we're using a projector to project a PowerPoint onto the screen, we will require 1 laptop. If your event requires a stage, EP can set that up for you. You can pick the size stage that you need under the section called Non-Technical Additions. We will pick the largest stage to accommodate our 1 podium and our panel of presenters. Because this event is inside, we will not require a tent. This next section that covers the booking of tables and chairs is not required for you to fill out. The following equipment is for use outside of student center buildings. So if your event was taking place outside, then you would need to fill out this next portion to let EP know whether or not you would need any tables or chairs at the event. Because our event is inside in Dewberry Hall, we will not require any tables or chairs. Under the section titled Additional Files, you may attach an itinerary or contract that you need EP to look at. After the entire form has been filled out, make sure to click here to agree to the terms and conditions of the form. Once your request is completed, we highly recommend you schedule a meeting with Events Production to discuss your event needs in person. Events Production will be able to adjust your reservation to best meet your needs and may save you money. Go ahead and click Submit, and you're good to go. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions regarding this training, please email rso@gmu.edu.